deadly knock on the door ends with one man shot, what San Antonio police believe may have been the reason for that shooting.
And we are continuing to follow on the latest on the deadly mass shooting in Buffalo, New York. New details coming to light this morning as the community continues to grieve. Plus,
coming up, a look at how a program bringing fresh fruits and vegetables to corner stores is making an impact in different communities.
And outside with live cam, bad news today, it's going to get really hot. Good news today, it's going to be a dry heat. Sarah's got your forecast coming up.
Live from KSAT 12, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Hi, good morning. It is Monday, May 16th, and we'll take any good news we can get about this heat.
We'll go with dry heat.
Yeah.
How many times you hear that? Is it really that different?
Any positive notes out there will be great.
Sarah will break it down for us in just a second, but first we're going to start off with the 9 at 9.
The 18-year-old gunman from the mass shooting at a Buffalo supermarket is being held without bail, charged with first-degree murder. 10 people were killed on Saturday afternoon. Investigators say the shooter researched the neighborhood, choosing a zip code that had about a 73% black population, 200 miles from his home.
The Harris County Sheriff says a deadly shooting at a Houston flea market yesterday afternoon began with an altercation involving at least 2 guns and 5 people. 2 people were killed, the other 3 were injured. The sheriff says no innocent bystanders were injured in that shooting.
A motive is still not clear for a shooting at a church in Southern California yesterday afternoon. 1 person was killed there and 5 others were injured. Parishioners were able to eventually detain the man who opened fire until authorities got there. The gunman is said to be an Asian man in his 60s who does not live in that community.
A curfew was put in place in Milwaukee after 21 people were injured in 3 separate downtown shootings, just blocks away from where the Bucks and Celtics game was being played. All the victims are expected to survive. At least 1 person has been arrested so far.
The search continues for an inmate in East Texas serving a life sentence for murder. Gonzalo Lopez escaped custody Thursday from a transport bus after stabbing the driver. The bus driver did survive the attack. A $22,500 reward is being offered for information leading to Lopez's capture.
Several major retailers, including Walmart, Target, and Home Depot, all report their quarterly earnings this week. Investors are looking for more clues about how inflation is affecting consumers and businesses. Wall Street ended last week with a rally, but it wasn't enough to stave off a 6th straight weekly loss.
Car buyers are starting to see a break in prices for used cars. The average price for a used car in April was basically flat compared to December. That's after used car prices jumped 45% over the course of the pandemic.
Sending a letter will be getting more expensive. The Postal Service is expected to raise the price of a Forever stamp from 58 cents to 60 cents in July. And the Postmaster General warns more hikes are likely on the way.
Today is the beginning of early voting for the runoff election. There are a few key races that need to be determined ahead of the November election. You can find a list of polling locations online at KSAT.com. Early voting ends on Friday. Election day is Tuesday, the 24th. And that's today's 9 at 9.
And top stories we are following today. San Antonio police say there were no words exchanged, only gunshots when a man answered the door of his East Side apartment overnight.
Someone on the other side of that door shot him, leaving him with serious injuries. As Katrina Weber tells us, police are still making their presence known in that area.
Things appear to be peaceful and quiet now at the Oak Meadow Villas, but police have been giving this apartment complex a lot of attention after what happened overnight, namely the sound of someone banging on the door, followed by the bang of gunshots. The police say a man in his 30s was shot immediately after answering a knock on his door around 3 this morning. Witnesses told officers the shooter was his neighbor here in the 2900 block of Rigsby. Police say the 2 men had been having an ongoing dispute, and that may be what led to the shooting. The shooter took off before officers arrived. The victim was taken to a hospital with gunshot wounds in both arms and his chest. Officers say there were other people, including children, in the apartment with him, but no one else was hurt. Now, police searched this area for the suspect but did not find him. But again, they've been keeping watch on this apartment complex just in case he does come back. Reporting from the East Side, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Thanks, Katrina. Other top stories, another overnight shooting on the city's northwest side sent a man to the hospital.
This one happened at Hills and Dale's Ice House on White Fawn Drive. That's near Babcock and 1604.
Police say a fight broke out inside the bar and ended with one man shooting another man in the stomach. That man's now in the hospital. His condition is not known at this time. We were told officers detained several people at that scene.
And San Antonio police say a fight led to a double shooting on the city's west side last night. It happened just before 10 p.m. on Sherrill Brook Road. That is just south of Bandera Road.
Police say the argument started in the parking lot of an apartment complex, and during the fight, a man ran up and started firing shots in the air. We are told that man also shot two other men. One person was grazed in the head and the other was hit in the shoulder and torso.
Officers say the suspect may have gotten away in a blue car that drove away from that scene. The victims were taken to the hospital in stable condition.
And taking a look outside with live cams. 75 degrees for now. The sun's out though and the temperatures are climbing.
So Sarah, how you feeling?
Feeling hot, hot, hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if I can actually sing that because of copyright laws, but still.
Oh, yeah. True. Commercial break. There you go.
Yeah. So in the aquifer is actually down nearly a whole foot over the past 24 hours. In desperate need of a drink of water. We're still in stage 2 water restrictions. But here's the thing, we really don't have a decent chance for rain for this entire week. At least the pollen count looks good. Molds, grass, willow, and pigweed are all low, so that's some good news for us. Otherwise, yeah, it's just going to be a hot one. Let's take a look outside right now with live cam. You can see we're dealing with plenty of sunshine at the moment. It's 76 degrees. Temperatures are on the rise. Winds are from the southeast at about 10 miles per hour. And for the moment, it is humid with dew points well into the 60s. But here's what you need to know. Here's what we're going to talk about in the forecast today. Hot afternoon temperatures near 100 degrees. We're likely going to break a record not only today, but this entire week we'll have record challenging heat, and it's going to get windy too. Now, if you're hoping for some kind of relief from the heat, there are some hints that over the weekend we could get that relief. We've got a lot to chat about in the forecast. I'll have a look ahead in a few minutes. David, Stephanie.
Thank you, Sarah. Quick look at the roads with TransGuide. First of all, looking over there at Highway 90 and 36th Street, also at 37 in Hackberry. Things look good right now.
Back to the big story nationally. We are continuing to learn more about the suspected Buffalo shooter and his state of mind.
A local mental health professional says this incident points to the need for a mental health movement across the country. For years, Dr. Keely Petty has worked in San Antonio teaching about mental health, especially for young people like the Buffalo shooter in schools and in churches.
And we've learned that the 18-year-old shooter made a generalized threat against high school. In June of last year, he was brought in for a mental health evaluation. Dr. Petty says, in her own opinion, now we have come out of this tragedy is key for our society.
When we wrap our arms around mental health, we're wrapping our arms around humanity. And we're saying it doesn't matter from which walk of life you come from.
Dr. Petty says organizations she works with are actively trying to do just that in our own community. So acts of violence like we saw in New York might be prevented.
With all the bad news this morning from that mass shooting, a message of hope from the people of Buffalo.
As ABC's Andrew Dimbert reports, they're coming together now, united in grief and optimism for a better tomorrow.
As tragedy grips another American community,
it's heart-wrenching. It's heart-wrenching. It's broken.
Residents of Buffalo are taking emotional inventory of the grief and anguish they now bear. Michael Ray lives near the Tops grocery store where those 10 lives were taken in cold blood.
How is a kid going to get past this if they were in that Tops? How are people in this community going to be able to go back to that Tops? This is the first thing they're going to think of now.
Those killed weren't just victims, but friends, family, loved ones, and neighbors.
Right around the corner was one of the church we used to go to. And we know so many of the pastors in this community, and it just hurts why somebody would do that.
But from the despair, so too comes hope.
You're going to bless us in spite of this situation.
With community leaders rallying together to provide support to anyone who may need it. Local organizations like the Buffalo Community Fridge and Buffalo Creek Academy are delivering food to people in the area who can't find rides to another grocery store. Uber and Lyft are giving free rides to other supermarkets, and Tops will shuttle customers to another location because alternative shopping options in the area are sparse.
Many of them don't have a means of transportation. They usually walk or take the bus. We know that right now that's a difficulty, that's an impossibility for many of them, so we're going to bridge that gap.
And mental health services and counseling are being offered, with some businesses pledging to help with funeral expenses. Even the Buffalo Bills are donating proceeds from a charity softball game to make an impact.
It feels like a big family that we all can pull together to get through a tragedy that just happened, and that we still neighborly.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Time now, 9:08 and 76 degrees for now.
Still ahead on GMSA at 9, early voting has begun for the runoff election, and there are a few key races we're keeping our eyes on. We're going to break that down for you, what you need to know before you cast your vote.
And when we come back, a look at how a city program bringing affordable fruits and vegetables to corner stores in areas of need is impacting residents.
And welcome back, 12 minutes after 9 o'clock. Since 2019, a city program has been tackling food deserts, areas of town where it's hard to find affordable fresh produce. And those involved in the program say it's having a big impact across different communities.
Viva SA Healthy Corner Store initiative started on the south side, and now there are stores across the city. Tiffany Huertas joins us live from one of the stores on the west side with what they have to offer. Good morning.
Good morning, Stephanie and David. They have 33 stores. That's such a big growth ever since 2019. And check it out here at this location. Look at all of this fresh vegetable. Perfect. Look, we have some cilantro, some asparagus, some broccoli. Perfect for salads, or you know what? Maybe a little taco here and there. Didn't hurt no one. We also have more fresh fruits and vegetables here. And joining us right now, we have Becca and Jamie, part of this program. Good morning.
Good morning.
Talk to us about how this program is having an impact to the local communities.
So this program brings a variety of fresh fruits and vegetables into our neighborhoods to create accessibility opportunities for them so that they have more access, but then they also get to expand their variety as well.
And Becca, you mentioned this program has been successful. What are residents telling you?
Yeah, so residents are really appreciative of the fact that there's now fresh produce, or more fresh produce than there was previous to the program. So we specifically work with stores that are in areas that are not really close to a grocery store. Of course, this is not a replacement for a grocery store, but now they have the option to have healthy fruits and vegetables local to them, close to their neighborhoods, and at an affordable price.
And do we see this expansion happening anytime soon, Jamie?
Yes. The program, when it started, has only continued to expand with the original 8 stores and now over 30 stores. We foresee the city expanding it over the next several years.
What type of recipes can you make with all of these vegetables?
So many things. Of course, you can always eat some of this produce just fresh by itself, but all of this stuff can also be cooked up into all sorts of dishes, any kind of stir fries, or just added into a taco, like you said. There's so many different ways that you can kind of play with the food and make it something delicious and yummy for yourself or your family.
And Jamie, you had mentioned this is more than just bringing these fresh produce to these stores.
That's correct. You know, besides having the produce in the stores and connecting with the community in the way that we're able to, the business that I represent and all of the stores that we work with, we're able to build those stores and build small businesses in our community and support their ideas and their dreams of having a large variety and serving their community in a variety of ways.
I feel like this program is just going to expand, and it's so fresh to see all of this in all these different corner stores that you don't even expect. Like this, they sell meat, but now you can also get a variety of different things.
Right, yeah. These stores have sold over dozens of different kinds of produce, so there's so many different varieties of fresh food that you can now purchase here, which is just excellent to see, especially, like I said, in neighborhoods that don't necessarily have a lot of access to these kinds of foods.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Becca and Jamie, for joining us this morning. We're going to hear a little bit more about this on the noon show, but of course, we'll probably get a little fresh snack until then. Back to you guys.
Very cool. And welcome back to GMSA at 9, Tiffany. Thank you.
Thank you.
The bananas look good for some reason.
You're hungry.
It's
9:15 and you're hungry.
Use a banana or two.
Yeah. Maybe she'll bring one back for you.
And bananas are good because they got potassium in it, and when you get hot, you start sweating, and you know.
Replenish.
There you go. See how that all worked out?
Yes.
My goodness. Smooth, David.
Very
Okay, so we are going to be hot today. Once again, we're going to be challenging a record high temperature in San Antonio for the third day in a row. But last night, something cool happened. Not necessarily the temperatures, but a total lunar eclipse. Look at this beautiful picture sent into our KSAT Connect feature on our weather app from Skywatcher. Thank you so much for sending that in. If you have pictures that you want to share to us that we may be able to show on air, just go to the KSAT Weather Authority app, go to the KSAT Connect section, and you can share these beautiful pictures like that too. Thank you, Skywatcher. I was asleep when that happened, so that was great to see. 76 degrees in San Antonio, 76 in New Braunfels, 74 in Hondo, 78 in Del Rio. I'm showing you the satellite here too, because we do have a few clouds out there, but as you can see, these clouds are dissipating. It's 74 in Canyon Lake, 76 in New Braunfels, 79 in Castroville, 74 in Kerrville, and 72 in Bernie. Don't get used to these cooler temperatures because it's going to get hot quick here pretty soon. All right, futurecast humidity. It's humid out there right now. You can feel the humidity, but watch what happens as we head into the peak heat of the day. Our dew points fall from near 70 degrees all the way into the 50s. And so this is good news because during the hottest part of the day, it's not necessarily going to be very humid, which means we won't have a heat index value. It'll still be hot, but at least it won't be humid. Your KSAT 12-hour forecast showing total sunshine through lunch. Lunch, it's going to be 87 degrees. South winds today, not too breezy at 5 to 10 to even 15 miles per hour at times. And then the heat is on this afternoon. Temperatures are going to climb to near 100 degrees. 99 for the forecast high. The record for the day is 97. So we're probably going to beat that. So as you're picking up the kids or heading out during the evening commute, know that you're going to need to crank that AC up really high on your car as it's going to stay hot even through sunset. At 8, it's still going to be 90 degrees. We'll be in the 80s this evening, and that's when winds will pick up a little bit more from the southeast at 15 miles per hour. But here's a look at neighborhood high temperatures: 100 in Castroville, 99 in Rio Medina, 96 in Bernie, 97 in Seguin, 98 in New Braunfels, 99 at Stinson, and out toward 102 out west toward Uvalde. Satellite radar, it's quiet around Texas. Earlier, we did have a complex of thunderstorms near the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but that has since fallen apart. Really, we're seeing the influence of a ridge of high pressure. You can see with the upper level winds turned on here, all of the rain going up and over Texas. High pressure creates sinking air, and it makes things hot. And although it's going to weaken for the remainder of the week, it's still going to be the main contributor to our weather. And so because of that, every day this week, we're going to see temperatures some 10 degrees warmer than the average. And we'll be challenging records not only today, but tomorrow, Wednesday, and likely on Friday as well, close to 100. So when can we see some relief? Well, if you find some shade, the gusts will be up to about 30 miles per hour. So that's all right. But we really need those temperatures to fall. And there's some hope for that over the weekend. You know, Sunday, after a front moves through, our highs could dip down to the 80s, which is more average for this time of year. Still a little while off, and we could have some isolated showers and storms with that activity. Not enough to help us out with the drought, but really, the main story this week is how hot it's going to be through the work week. Temperatures are going to climb to near 100 degrees just about every day. So how hot has it been so far this May? Well, I'll show you coming up in about 15 minutes. David and Stephanie.
We look forward to that and look forward to the 87 degrees.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you, Sarah.
9:20 and 76 right now.
And coming up next on GMSA at 9, RJ Marcus is going to join us with a look at some of the top trending stories on KSAT.com.
This morning on KSAT.com, people in Terrell Hills about to get a new neighbor after $1 million mansion sold. Plus, HEB debuts a new store section that's sure to make customers feel like home.
And some local theaters are offering free and discounted movies for kids this summer. Plus, how to watch a big-time football event at the Alamo Dome from the comfort of a luxury suite. RJ Marcus is here
there
with
we
those
go.
stories.
I like that
More.
idea. I like the luxury suite thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
very
fill us
nice.
in.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, being able to watch the games at the Dome during the towards the end of August, very nice.
Yeah.
We're talking about the heat. It's always pretty hot in August, so yeah, it's pretty cool stuff that we have going on with the Pigskin Classic. Love to hear that. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. First of all, let's check out this mansion. This mansion here locally just broke the record for the top public sale of all time out there in Terrell Hills. Check this out. So this gated mansion is on Grandview Place. It was recently sold after it was listed for just a cool $3 million. The home went on the market in 2020, but was actually designed in the early 1900s. Very nice. It's a 5-bedroom mansion that sits on roughly 1.4 acres and features 100-year-old oak trees throughout the property. You saw in that video as you were driving up to that mansion. The original owners had the home built as a wedding present for their daughter. Wow.
That's a nice present.
Very nice. You can check out more video of this mansion on KSAT.com. So looks like Terrell Hills about to get a new resident there.
Wow, that's beautiful.
That's very nice. Very good stuff there. So yeah, check out more of that video on our website. And speaking of homes, guys, if you're thinking of adding some more decor to yours, how about checking out HEB's new home goods department? Yes, HEB, they're doing just the most nowadays. The Home by HEB department just opened at the New Braunfels store up there on Walnut Road. So it's called Haven Plus Key and Texas Proud are the two brands that are currently featured in this new home department. The brands offer anything from home textiles and decor as well as furniture and accent pieces. Got to get the accent pieces, right?
Nice.
You can also find seasonal items from candles, mirrors, toss pillows, love those, to leather goods, kitchen textiles, rugs, and throw blankets. And as you can see right there, we have more pictures and more information on KSAT.com.
Wow, I like those pictures.
So you get those bananas and then you get a bowl to put them in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Get it all done in one store.
All done in one store.
Yeah, exactly. You carry out some groceries and then carry out like a rug.
A rug, throw pillow. I love it. Love it.
Those aren't throw pillows. Those are pillow fight pillows.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, throw pillows. Oh. Okay, so guys, of course, we're all trying to beat the heat this summer. So movie theaters are stepping up here around San Antonio, kicking off the summer with free and discounted tickets for families and kids. Evo, Hometown, and Santikos. There you go, Stephanie. Cinemas are participating in programs locally that offer family-friendly options at these discounted rates. So the Kid Flicks Summer Movie Clubhouse at Evo gets started on June 8th. Gonna have to wait a little bit with Space Jam, A New Legacy. Wonder if LeBron James, what is LeBron doing right now?
Oh, stop with LeBron.
Hometown Cinemas in Seguin has discounted movies starting on June 14th through the 16th. And movies are for free at Santikos this summer for select days and screenings. And you can check out Clifford, the Big Red Dog there, starting June 7th and June 8th. Check out our website for all those dates and all that information. Some of these dates are on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, so just kind of
That's not
keep
too
that in
bad.
mind.
Keep them busy.
All right, David, getting very excited about this.
It's only May. It's May 16th. But how do you not get excited about high school football?
Exactly.
Coming in
Are you
August.
guys ready for some high school football? Oh, yeah. Mark your calendar now for the first ever KSAT Pigskin Classic on Saturday, August 27th at the Alamo Dome. So the day will feature 3 big-time local games. I mean, we're talking about the top of the top here. Smithson Valley versus Reagan, Judson versus Johnson, and Steele taking on Brennan. That's the nightcap there. And if you're a super fan, consider watching your favorite teams from the comfort of a luxury suite. Yes, we're doing it big here. KSAT has a limited number of Alamo Dome luxury suites available for purchase. The suite includes 16 complimentary game day tickets and VIP admission. Food and beverage catering packages are available. You got to get that through the Dome, but you can book now because these suites are apparently selling pretty fast. All activities for the entire day will be broadcast, of course, on KSAT 12, the KSAT Plus app, the Big Game Coverage app, and, of course, on KSAT.com.
What a deal.
Getting ready to go.
So the suite's good for all 3 games?
Suite's good for all 3 games.
Food and beverages for all day. So you get there like 10:45 just before kickoff?
Yep.
And then you stay
stick around 1 game, all 3 games, you're good to go. Yeah.
And you're indoors. It's 72 degrees in the Dome. You don't have to worry about being in that August heat.
And you get snacks.
You get snacks.
Yeah, anything and everything you want.
Find you a banana in a bowl. And you get some great high school football.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Some great matchups there. Unbelievable matchups.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
We look forward
Make sure to
to
book
it.
those suites
If you
now.
even think you like high school football, you need to be there on that Saturday. Because you're not going to see 3 better matchups like that in one day.
No, probably across
again
the
this
state.
year.
I mean, no, across the state.
No.
Yeah, that's just the 3 of the best teams, 6 of the best teams here in the city.
If you're a fan,
Yeah.
sign up now.
Well, thank you, RJ.
Thanks, guys.
Good news for all of us.
Yeah.
Time now, 9:28 and 77 degrees for now. Coming up after the break, a behind-the-scenes look at some of the security forces at Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland.
And after the break, digital journalist Ferris Abawi will be joining us to talk about the runoff election and a few key races that he's got his eyes on for you. The Texas primary runoff election next Tuesday. Early voting is now underway. Started today.
That's right. In this midterm election year, Bexar County residents will decide who will represent them on the local, state, and national levels. And there are a few key races that we're keeping our eyes on.
Yeah, digital journalist Ferris Abawi joins us now to talk about some of those key races. And Ferris, let's start locally. It's not hard to tell which one is one of the big ones because we see all these ads running already. So talk about what we're looking for locally.
Yeah, you might be seeing a lot of campaign signs everywhere. You might be getting a lot of emails in that inbox, David. The big race for Bexar County voters, of course, is going to be this Bexar County judge runoff in the Democratic Party between State Rep Ina Minjarez and former District Court Judge Peter Sakai. Now, Peter Sakai had the advantage here coming off of that March primary. He took home 40% of the vote, while Ina Minjarez had roughly 30%. Both have had some very good endorsements since that March primary. Sakai, for example, has gotten the endorsement from Evelise Mesa Gonzalez, who was sort of that third candidate running for Bexar County judge in this primary. Meanwhile, Ina has garnered so much support from many of her colleagues that represent parts of San Antonio in Austin alongside her over there. And so, that's going to be a really interesting race. The advantage here is on the Democratic side. So whoever wins this primary is a big favorite to go on to win the race. They will face Trish DeBerry in the general election. So that is one that, as Bexar County voters, we definitely need to keep an eye on.
And Ferris, there are also some interesting statewide runoff races. What are you watching there?
Yeah, so the statewide runoffs, they're actually very interesting for both parties, Stephanie. So on the Republican side, the one everyone's keeping their eye on is the Attorney General race between George P. Bush and Ken Paxton. Now, Ken Paxton has been embattled, is under FBI investigation, but honestly, he has still gotten all of the major endorsements, including from former President Trump here. And George Bush has really had to try to fight against his own last name and the legacy that the Bush family brings with this Republican Party. So Ken Paxton has a huge advantage here going into this runoff. On the Republican side as well, on the Democratic side, there's also a runoff in the Attorney General spot between Rochelle Garza and Leon Jaworski. So that one's going to be an interesting one between those two candidates to see who takes that one home. Rochelle Garza is sort of the favorite in that one. It'll be interesting to see how it turns out. And then on the Democratic side as well, for the lieutenant governor ticket, Mike Collier and Michelle Beckley are going head-to-head in that one. And so Democrats have a lot of big choices to make up and down the ballot. Republicans got some statewide races to focus on as well. And so hopefully that drives some more turnout into this election.
Yeah, we've been talking about this morning how early voting has started today. Of course, still in the news is to talk about that leaked Supreme Court opinion on Roe v. Wade. So, Ferris, how do you think that might impact the race as the voting starts today?
Well, David, there's one race in particular that I'm really interested in, that may be impacted by the Supreme Court draft. I'm talking about Congressional District 28, where Henry Cuellar is going up against Jessica Cisneros. Now, Cisneros is, the far more progressive candidate. She's been running a campaign on the left of Cuellar. Cuellar is known as a very, very moderate Democrat, one of the most moderate Democrats in the House. And he's, in fact, one of the only Democrats who had voted against codifying Roe v. Wade earlier this year when Democrats tried it. And so this is going to be a really interesting thing. This is kind of an inflection point for Democrats where they're going to consider who they want to represent them, especially when it comes to this abortion issue. Now, if they're a little more cautious about those things, they want it to be maybe a rare procedure, they may still support Cuellar in this race, who has said that abortions need to be safe but rare. But if they're fired up about this Supreme Court leak and they really want to send a difference back to Washington, they may end up siding with Jessica Cisneros. So that's one really important to be watching here, and to see how the Democratic Party sort of responds with that news from the Supreme Court.
And just a reminder for our viewers, where can voters cast a ballot?
Yeah, Stephanie, this is a great, if you guys are near a computer or on your phones, go to KSAT.com. We have a full list of all the early voting locations that are up and running. They'll be running this whole week from Monday through Friday. And in Bexar County, obviously, a great little law that makes it a little easier to vote is you don't have to cast your ballot from a certain early vote center. You can cast them from any one of the ones on the list. So it might be closer to you at work. You might want to vote closer to home. Whichever it is, there are plenty of spots to vote around Bexar County. I love to do it early, just get it done, get it out of the way, less lines to worry about. And so that list and so much more is on KSAT.com.
All right, Ferris, thank you very much. Of course, voting day is May 24th, but early voting has started now. So get out and vote. And as always, we appreciate all the insight into some of these interesting races coming up.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Ferris. Taking a look outside with a live cam. Now we're at 78 degrees.
Yeah, slowly rising, right? And temps are just going to go up from here. Outside right now, you can see a few of those puffy cumulus clouds, but otherwise it's just mild and muggy. Let's take a look at temperatures across San Antonio. At the airport, it's 76, Stinson 79, Kelly 76, and JBSA Randolph in the Converse area 77 degrees. Winds are generally from the south or southeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. If you're planning on picking up your kiddos from school this afternoon, no, it's going to be hot. Bus stop forecast pickup, it's going to be 99 this afternoon. Sunny and hot, but at least there won't be a heat index value later this afternoon. Elsewhere, we're going to get to 104 in Carrizo Springs, 105 in Cotulla, 103 in Eagle Pass, 105 in Laredo and Del Rio, 98 in New Braunfels, 99 in Kerrville. And of course, 99 for the high here in San Antonio. Here's a look at your pollen count. We've got 4 allergens out there: molds, grass, willow, and pigweed. But the good news is they're all low. The not so great news, the aquifer. The aquifer is down nearly a whole foot in the past 24 hours. That level above sea level is about 20 feet below average for this time of year. So we could desperately use some rain. There's some hints of rain in the forecast, but really it's all about that heat. I've got a look ahead coming up in just a bit. David and Stephanie.
The latest now on the mass shooting in Buffalo. The police commissioner there saying the 18-year-old suspect had plans to continue his rampage if he hadn't been stopped.
That shooting just one of a few incidents over the weekend in 4 different U.S. cities. Versions of these heartbreaking stories are repeated all too often, and as CNN's Amy Kiley reports, this time the calls for change include something different.
3 down inside so far, 2 outside radio.
You got more in here.
44 people are dead or injured after shootings in these cities over the weekend. These women were killed Saturday at a supermarket in Buffalo, New York.
A shooter with body armor who didn't live in this community, who traveled from 3 hours away with the express purpose to kill people.
Near Los Angeles, the victims were at a church on Sunday.
We believe a group of churchgoers detained him and hogtied his legs with an extension cord and confiscated at least 2 weapons from him.
In Milwaukee, 21 people were shot Friday night in one mass shooting and 2 other shootings near an NBA playoffs game. Along with grief come calls for change. Some want stricter gun laws.
Other states do not have the same laws that we have, and people are just crossing those borders.
Others are focusing on something different: social media. Investigators are examining an online manifesto attributed to the supermarket shooting suspect, filled with racist tirades.
When will the Justice Department aggressively pursue these domestic terrorist cells that are populating on social media platforms?
Some people just want a change of heart.
We have to talk about something else in our society: love, forgiveness, healing. We think we're fine. We are not. We are a sick nation in need of great help.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
And here at home, if you've visited a military base, you have probably seen people checking IDs and conducting vehicle inspections at various entry points. We're talking about military police, which is actually the U.S. Air Force's largest career field.
Jonathan Cotto takes us behind the highly secured gates of Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland and shows us what some of the training is for security forces.
Every job in the United States Air Force has a mission, but the responsibility of defending and protecting everything and everyone inside an Air Force installation lies on those who serve as part of the Air Force's largest career field, security forces.
What we always tell the airmen is that nobody else on base can do their job without us, all the way down to the gate. If they can't check an identification properly and ensure the base security, then my individuals working at the medical facility cannot do their job. My individuals working at MPF cannot do their job without us. So we are the first base support.
A military police's foundation is established here, learning everything from career field history to weapons training.
So the journey is about 65 days long. It starts with them arriving out of BMT, out of here at Lackland Air Force Base.
Ma'am, what seems to be the problem?
The courses gradually intensifying, taking their training from an interactive environment.
Drop the weapon! Drop it!
To out in the field, simulating real-world scenarios.
You need to calm down. Sir, drop your weapon. They're out here. We give them a little bit of stress inoculation to kind of get their heart rate going, their adrenaline pumping, kind of simulated to what they're going to experience in a real-life scenario. And we get them in the houses with those real-time reflexive responses so they can react accordingly.
But the training doesn't end here.
And then after that, they'll move into their field training up at Camp Bullis, just north of San Antonio.
There are over 300,000 airmen in the United States Air Force. 40,000 of those are security forces. The schoolhouses here at Lackland graduate 5,400 airmen each year. Reporting Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
It is now 9:43 and we're up to getting warmer, 78 degrees.
Yeah,
you're watching GMSA at 9.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's 9:46 and getting hotter.
I was going to say, good news is it's not 80 yet. Bad news is it's
going to be.
It's going to be.
That's true.
Within the next hour, it's going to be 80 degrees. And guys, what a hot May it has been. It has been exceptionally hot. I wanted to show you the calendar so far this month, okay? Every single red square you see here is a day where the temperature has been above average. Now, I included the rest of this week because we're forecasting it to be well above average. So far, we are 8.4 degrees above average with our hottest temperature recorded on May 7th and 8th, where we got up to 101. And the coolest we've been is just 65 degrees, and that was in a morning on Friday the 6th. Now, here's the thing. If we continue to see temperatures well above average, this is going to go down as the warmest May on record for San Antonio, and records go back to 1885. So we are set for a very warm, potentially historically warm May. Now, toward the end of this weekend, we could be seeing temperatures come back toward normal, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But first, let's talk about the day ahead, right? We've got temperatures in the 70s. It's 76 in New Braunfels and Kerrville, 76 in Uvalde, 78 in Hondo, 80 in Pleasanton, already 80 degrees. We're seeing these morning clouds dissipate, so we're in for complete sunshine. It's 81 in Castroville and 77 in Converse. Here's a look at the forecast high temperatures for the day today. Our average is 87, and we'll be 12 degrees warmer than that, at least in San Antonio. 99 for the high. Port SA, 100 degrees, 100 in Castroville, 101 in Hondo, even hotter out west. 98 in New Braunfels, 97 in Seguin, 96 in Bernie, 98 in Comfort and in Kerrville. It is humid out there right now. Dew points are definitely high in the upper 60s and low 70s. That's oppressively muggy. But throughout the afternoon today, we're actually going to see those dew points come down more into the pleasant range. So during the peak heat of the day from about 1 p.m. to 7 p.m., we're going to have lower humidity. So we will not deal with a heat index, which is good news. Here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast. We're seeing these skies clear. By noon, we'll be at 87 degrees, mostly sunny skies. In the afternoon, when you're headed out to pick up the kids or do the evening commute, it's going to be hot. Temperatures are going to be close to 100 degrees. South winds today at 5 to 15 miles per hour. And even this evening, not cooling down all that much. Sunset's at 8:20 and we'll still be in the 80s by 9 p.m. So it's going to be a warm one for us. Satellite and radar complex of storms that was out in East Texas has totally fallen apart. We've got a more stable air mass overhead because of this ridge of high pressure. And stable air means no chance for rain. And with sinking air around this high, it's going to be hot for the remainder of this week. As I showed you, those projected temperatures are going to be well above average. But by the weekend, especially by Sunday, some cooler air from Canada may just make it all the way down to south central Texas. Now, we're not going to be cold or even cool by any means, but we're going to be cooler. So temperatures could potentially only be in the 80s for highs on Sunday. And with it could come an isolated shower or storm. Really not super confident on healthy rains for us over this weekend. But again, that temperature will drop, which is welcome change. Otherwise, it's going to be hot, record challenging heat for the remainder of the work week, and windy too. Tomorrow, winds are going to gust up to 30 miles per hour, and that'll be the case for the entire rest of the week. So then we got to start considering fire danger too, fire weather danger. So we'll be keeping an eye on things, David and Stephanie.
All right, but hot wind tomorrow, you said?
Yeah, like a hairdryer.
All right, thank you, Sarah.
Never thought an 87 would look so good.
I know, it looks great, right? Can't wait.
It's 9:50 and 78 degrees.
For now. And when we come back, a look at the top movies at the weekend box office.
Summer moving season just now showing up.
That's right. CNN's Rick Damigella has a look at the top movies in theaters right now.
Mrs. Wang, hello. Everything Everywhere All at Once continues its run at 5th place with $3.3 million.
Where's Mommy? She has no aim without sight if she's like the rest of us.
The remake of Stephen King's Firestarter failed to ignite the box office, bringing in $3.8 million on the low end of industry predictions. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 stayed in 3rd place on ticket sales of $4.6 million, and The Bad Guys made off with 2nd and $6.9 million. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness held on to number 1 for a second weekend with $61 million. Follow-up visits to the Doctor did see a less than magical 67% drop in ticket sales over its debut weekend. The Marvel Adventures box office totals are now at $292 million domestic and $688 million worldwide. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Stop the Bleed, a training program to help bystanders learn about bleeding CPR. It is a one-day event, and this year it's happening on Thursday. Many people are familiar with CPR to help the heart continue to beat, but bleeding CPR is for an injury situation when someone is bleeding to death. Traumatic injuries is the #1 cause of death in people ages 1 through 44. Experts say a person can bleed to death in less than 5 minutes. For more information about the event and how you can help save someone's life, just head over to KSAT.com.
Ooh, temps are rising. It's only 79 right now, but it's already 81 in Castroville and 82 at Stinson. So we're going to be seeing temperatures close to 100 degrees this afternoon. It'll be 87 at noon, 95 at 2 p.m., and 99 for the high temperature. We're likely going to break the record set back in 2013. And in fact, we're likely to break a couple more records over the next few days. Temperatures in the upper 90s. We look toward the weekend for the hope of some relief. A cool front moving through Sunday may drop our highs into the 80s, which sounds really nice.
Sounds awesome. Can't wait for that 87.
I'm not going to complain about it anymore. I'm going to embrace it.
There you go.
It's a part of the day.
Yeah.
Just love the heat. Get some water, some light colored clothes, and a hat if you go outside.
Got to get through it.
Embrace it and love it.
All right, we'll do so. Have a great day, guys.
Suffer in silence.